Hello traders, good afternoon, good night to all of you. Wish you have had a good day and had a winner trades. And if you have any loss, it's okay. No, you should not be sad, or no, you should be disappointed. You should say no, it's not my vein. I don't know, the forex is bullshit and like those things. Just if the forex is your goal, just try hard to reach your target. I don't know, maybe just take many times, like 3 months, 1 year, 3 years. It depends on you and your way. But the first of all, and the important thing is, do not compare your process, your plan, your way to anyone else, guys. Okay, let's go to the daily time frame of the GJ. At the morning, I've told you guys, as you see, just price event react to this area that we mentioned before, and it's a in this today will be a decision point. Why? Because if it goes up, it could be reached to this area, but as you see, it just react to around this line, this line week, and went down. So tomorrow will be important to me. Why? Because maybe tomorrow we will have like another bullish candle, and it will makes as a tiny FTR and a sign to going up. But if it going down, maybe just reach to this area and this area again, and do like a FTB to base. And if you have a confirmation, it could be going up. Okay, let's go to do a new version of the roadmap. It seems you most of you like this version more than before, so I will keep doing it, but it takes many times from me. But it's okay, I will do a couple of nights per week to help you in your trading. I will go to start my day about this area every day. About this area will be our start day. And I've at the vision of the day, I've told you guys it could be like a base breakout. You know, it just did like that. Okay, we have this zone. It just reacted and came back down. But as you see, guys, it just made a higher low. So and it went back up. And as you see, guys, you know, if I make it tight, you know, this candle is close above this supply area. So I went for a buy exactly in that area after the candle close. I went for a buy. The stop loss will be around that area. The target will be the top of this area. And you know, because we know that we are in the up bullish momentum. You know, there is a bullish momentum. It looks like a rally base rally movement. So we could put our target around that area, at the top of this area, and let's see. It just came back down and it did like FTB to the broken area, broken zone. It just did like a, what we call it, guys, we call it like a tiny FTR. So now if you miss this trade, you could enter that area too. You know, we could go for a buy around that area. Why? Because we have a tiny FTR in the up momentum, in the bullish momentum. Okay, so you could do that too. We will go further. It just went up, you know, as you see, just about, you know, it just reached like a 10 pips. And we could secure our position in that area too, but let's see, it will be the 10 pips. And as you see, if you remember, guys, it just went up directly because of some news that we have, and it just went up like a, I don't know, like a 45 pips. I got like a I think 40, I think, pips in the partial close position on my runner position. So I want to recap this area. I went for a buy because this can close above the broken area, but you have the second chance to enter the market, the tiny FTR, the magic of the tiny FTR in the momentum. You could go for a buy around that area too. And after that, we have this bullish movement. I will spot these two area at the morning. If we go left to see the reason of it, let me show you guys. The first of all, it's that we call it like a neckline of this structure, this line wick. I will spot this area, and this is this line wick too. You know, this area will be for me very important. So if I stand it to the right, we will see what happening there. Okay, now the candle is like so bullish. The rule says we should wait for the price coming to this area, to around this area, to go for a buy. And we have another tips that says the 50% of the this big bullish candle, anchor candle, will be a sign, will be that area that we could go for a buy, and we could wait for it. So let's go further. Price went back down, another bearish candle, another one, but it didn't reach like a 50%. You know, it just above the 50%, and it didn't tap to the base area. But the thing is, do you see, guys? You know, it just the bearish candle, the bullish candle, it just made like a FTR. So there is a two plan for this type of trading. If it goes up, we could go for like a buy at that area, and for sell, we could go for an aggressive sell around that area if it create like a tiny FDR. So the next, you know, the next one was like a good bullish candle. You know, it was good bullish candle, but you know, because we didn't have any chance in the market, we will skip it. It doesn't matter how it looks like. So the thing is, now it just made like a high than the previous one, and this area will be a good area for a buy, waiting for a buy around this area. You know, it could be like a limit buy. The target could be around that area. Why I've this line that we talked about it before? You know, it just made a high and it closed above that area. The supply one, it just closed above that. So let's see. Okay, it tapped it and it closed exactly above that area. Guys, look at it. Guys, look at it. It's just a sign. It's just a sign. The candle close, it always has a sign for you and for your trading. Why this candle didn't close below of this area? Just because if it could close below of that, it could be going down. So now it just closed above that. Okay, so it will be like a sign. Let me calculate the 10 pips for a close partial. It could be, so this candle could be like a FTR and tiny FTR, and after that price went down, we went to the drawdown. But as you know, the stop loss will be like 8 pips, so it's enough. You know, it's very low, but it's very tight. But I've trust my analysis, so it just went up and it went around the target. You know, about 13 pips to 12 pips will be enough. So we will now close partial, stop loss, add profit. And guys, do you just look at it? Let me remove all of these things, guys. Do you see how it reacts to this number, to this price that we call it premium price, guys? This type of price is so important for market makers. Maybe you do not believe it, it's okay, but if you train, if you find the reason of this price, you will be same, you will say same as me. You know, it's so respectful. These lines so respectful. Okay, now it just tap, guys. Do you see, guys? It's not, I didn't just draw from this line. I've show you the reason of it, the reason of this number, and just tap it and it just back down to this area. Okay, and after that we have like a bearish candle. Maybe you ask me, could we go for like a tiny like a FTB to FDR? No, because it's looks like price tapping to the major, and we should wait for a reversal in that area. So after that it just made like a tiny FDR. So the tiny FDR will happen if it the price comes below that area, could be a sign for a sell. But let's see, as you see, guys, you know, it just went up. Do you see, guys? It just respect to that area that we spotted. Okay, and it just came back down completely. If you let me just back previous candle to show you my buy around that area. Okay, if you remember guys, if you remember, I've told about this area is so strong because it's a base from higher time frame. It's a base from higher time frame. And do you see how long the price is stuck in here? So it show me we have many orders, many liquidity in that area, so we could rely on it. And we have like this trend line at this area, guys. Do you see? And we have this supply and this the broken FDR. So I've just set like a buy. When I saw the prices coming down, I will show you. I've just went for a buy around that area. You know, the stop loss was so tight, like a 10 pips. Like a 10 pips. Yes, it will be about that area. Target was around this area. Let's go. Do you see, guys? Do you see how magical was that? You know, it just tapped to the base area, and we have like this trend line. It was like a pullback to the trend line. In that area, about the 10-11 pips, I've secured my position and put a stop loss at profit. As you see, just back to this area again. You know, do you see, guys? It just went to this broken FDR. You know, even we could put our target to higher pips, but because it was a risky trade, I've just did like a quick scalp, enter out. That's it. Okay, let me remove this trade, and after that, price is back to this area. Okay, and it went back, tap this area again, and it did like a bullish candle, but still it didn't break this low, and it just made a like a demand area as a higher low. You know, do you see? It's a higher low, and after that we have this like a star pattern. Do you see, guys? It's like a star pattern. So it's a risky trade because of this momentum, but we could go for a buy around that area, and this will be about 8 pips will be enough, and your target could be around this broken FDR. Okay, price, it made like a tiny FDR, like a FDR, so it's like a sign for us, and it's a indecision candle. And after that, price went down, a tiny FDR happened, so we could go for another buy around that area too. No guys, we could go for a buy around that area. It will be like this. Okay, and the target will be around that area again. And after that, do you see, guys? It hit our target. That's it. Do you see how I see the market? How I will not say you should see the same as me, but I just wanted to make it easy for you guys to, you know, to improve your trading. If you if you know me as a good trader, I don't know. Okay, so it just reached the target and will close partial, but when it goes like a 10 pips, you know, if you remember my last trade at the GJ, let me back to the previous candle to explain it. This trade too. You know, this is the broken FDR, guys. This is the broken FDR, and we are in a bearish momentum. Okay, this will be a sell limit for me. You know, always and always. It has some rules, but always this will be like a sell limit for me. 10 pips. The target could be around that area, like a flip zone. Okay, and always will do that when I see this like this setup. Let's see. Do you see, guys? It just respected to this lovely, cute, incredible, lovely, I don't know how to say FDR. Do you see, guys? It just respect that, and it backed down. We could close partial at the when we reach get 10 pips, but as you see, it just hit the target like a 23 pips as well. Do you see how perfect was that, guys? How perfect was that? Okay, let me remove all of this. After that, guys, we have like these two areas. Okay, it just back down. It just went through. It went back to the demand area. This candle is close below of the demand area, so it will be like a sign that it's gonna going down. You could draw your trend line. It will be like a break the trend line too. It close below of that, so it will be like another risky trade. But I didn't take it because I've called my day. But it will be like a good sell if I wanted to show you. The entry could be around this area and 10 pips, and the target will be the fresh one, could be around that area. So let's see, it just went to the market and it hit the target. How many positions that we have, guys? You know, just in the GJ in one day, I think we took like a more than 60 pips till now. I know it's just simulation, it just back test. I know all of those things, and it's not real, yes. But if you do like this every time, and you do like a forward test too, okay, after a while your eyes will be familiar with this setup, and you could took all of these positions. It hit the target, okay, it just respect to the this base area, and it went down, up, it went up again, and it just back to the like a trend line. We have this zone too, so if you have any confirmation in that area, you could go for a sell. Let's see, what do we have now? Okay, it's a simple bearish engulfing. Yes, guys, it's a simple bearish engulfing. It will be around that area. If we could put it like a 10 pips, the target could be around this area, but the previous low, the previous demand will be our target. And ta-da! How funny is it? It reached the target again with a simple trading strategy. Okay, guys, it takes too much, but it's okay. You could just do like a increase the speed of this video to review all of those tips that I've talk about it, and wish it helps you guys. Let me know if you like it. If you have any question, ask me at the comments or anywhere. That's it. Have a good night, guys.